Are you afraid of being seen? We're going to talk about it, but before we do...
Yes, but Terrence and Jill, A God-Ordained Union, and we are here to do one thing and one thing only, and that is to help increase A God-Ordained Unions. So you guys are in the right place at the right time.
Yes, yes. If you are single and you desire marriage, God desires it for you as well. And so you are on the right channel. You're probably feeling like, where's my person? What's wrong with me? Did I miss marriage? It's not coming.
You feel like you've done something that God is mad at you, or you don't qualify, or you don't rate the good person to be with. So we've been there, done that.
We've been there.
We know exactly how you feel.
Yes, I was 52 when I walked down the aisle.
I was 54 when I watched her walk down the aisle.
Yes, I had never been married, never had any biological children. And I thought that it just was not for me. I prayed, I believed God, I desired it. And then I just went into this place of rest. And in that place, that's where I ended up coming across Terrence's profile on a dating site, and the rest of that story is on many, many videos. So please subscribe, please turn on your notifications, share our videos, yes. Because on this channel, we encourage those like you who want to be married. We remind you that God ordains marriage. We encourage you. We're your biggest cheerleaders. And this is the thing. Anybody can get married, but on this channel, we want you to get to your person, the person God has ordained for you, your person. And so,
absolutely. And look, I didn't mean to cut you off, baby, but you got me excited. God has somebody for you.
Yes.
And some of you are so close, so close. And what we're going to do is we're not going to say you ought to do A, B, C, D. What we're going to say is we went through this.
You might want to think about
this meant to us. And maybe that's what you're going through right now.
Right.
So we're going to use our testimony, the things that we went through and we've learned from since to help you see that you're not alone. You're not the only one that's going through what you're going through.
The truth of the matter is the enemy does not want you to be married. So he's on his job.
Yes.
He's on his assignment to block marriage from you. And so things that you are taking personally, the enemy is saying, I got her. I got him. It could be something as simple as things you're saying out of your mouth that's contradicting what you really desire. It could be things that are more extreme, like generational patterns and curses that got you hemmed up in the spirit realm. And you'd be surprised. And so on this channel, we also expose the tactics of the enemy. That's one of the main things we do. So as we said, please subscribe, share our videos. If you're new to our channel, hey, welcome. Go watch our videos, more of our videos. We got like almost 800 videos. So yeah, 800. Yes. We go live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we drop pre-recorded videos twice a week, every Sunday and every Thursday
at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes. And we also are dropping vlogs weekly on Mondays at 9 p.m. We ain't there, but we're going to drop them, things we did over the weekend. We also have a private group. So if you want to talk with us in a group setting, you got questions, we invite you to join our private group, which meets every first and third Tuesday from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So after the live on the first and third Tuesdays, we jump right into the private group. You see us, we see you. You're amongst a lot of people.
There's a lot of interactions. And everybody gets to speak their piece. So
yes. So, and it gets deep. it gets really, really deep. And what goes on the group, what is said in the group stays in the group.
And that's a 2-hour session. So we got even a longer time, as she said, to get deep.
Yes.
We got a lot longer to talk.
Yes. And so, things that we can't say here, on, this public platform, we say in the group. It's only $11 a month to join. You can cancel at any time. We're not holding anybody there. It's not a long-term commitment. If you just want to drop in to see if you like it and drop out, that's only $11. And so we welcome you. We also do intercessory prayer on Friday nights, starting at 11:50 p.m. on Friday nights, going into midnight. So it's about 2 hours. All of that information is on our website, A God-Ordained Union.com. And so you can go and find out about that. The website is also in the description. Also, we do one-on-ones. So if you're interested in booking a one-on-one with us, that's available as well. Go to our website.
Absolutely.
Okay. First of all, we got on Christmas colors and we weren't planning this. Like, we definitely didn't plan this, but Merry Christmas. And so, all right. So, we've got to talk about this because this is an issue. And this issue is more common and more massive than we probably realize. There's a lot of you who are afraid of being seen. And so there is a difference between being amongst people and desiring to be seen. You can go to work every single day. You can go to church every single Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday, but you're walking around in a fear that is making you invisible. And we've got to talk about it. And let me tell you why this is powerful. Because marriage, even though a God-ordained marriage is spiritually orchestrated, marriage in itself is an earthly covenant. And so in a perfect world, you want somebody to be able to see you like they have on these bionic glasses. And you want them to grab you up, and it's a perfect love story. But the reality is that we are human, and we are having a human experience. Even we are in human form, even though we're spiritual beings having a human experience. Right. So, and marriage is in our humanness. Because once we go to heaven, we're not married anymore. It's till death do us part. And so we're with the Father then. And so the reality is that He's going to want to see you physically, and she's going to want to see you physically. They're going to want to be attracted to you. They want to be able to see who you are. But so many people, and it doesn't have anything to do with how beautiful you are. You could be clothed in a spirit of fear and not wanting to be seen. And so we have to talk about it. But we also want to say, before we really dive deep into this, is that if it is a spirit of fear, anytime fear is involved, you need deliverance. You need deliverance because, again, you can be amongst people and you can have on your best designer everything and wonder why no one is approaching you. And you could be walking in a spirit of fear, not wanting to be seen, a spirit of fear of not wanting to be seen. And so, what are some of the ways that we could inadvertently and not realize that we're walking in a posture of really not wanting to be seen. And when we say not wanting to be seen, it's like almost like we're walking in a posture of not wanting someone to see all of us, or our flaws, or our or what we deem might scare people away. So we're thinking that if they see all of us, it might scare them away, when actually you're the one that's walking scared. And so what are some of the, can you talk about, because we were having a conversation about this, and so we wanted to bring it here to y'all. So what are some of the things that, is going on?
Yeah, I got about 6 that I'm going to share with you.
Okay.
But I want to preface it first by saying these are so closely related that some of the characteristics can overflow into more than one. So I just want to say that, because there may be, 2 or 3 that's going to have some of the same characteristics. Okay. The first one I would say is you're being guarded. And again, this is inadvertently, right? So you're being guarded.
And don't realize
it. Don't realize you're being guarded. And so how does that happen? Okay. That can happen because of past traumas. Okay. It's something that you're carrying with you. You haven't been delivered yet. You haven't healed yet. You haven't gotten over that yet. You haven't forgiven or been forgiven yourself. So you have some past traumas that you're carrying with you, and that can cause you to be guarded. You don't want to be hurt again.
Right.
And so you're coming across in a way that you might not realize, because you haven't dealt with that past trauma yet. Mm-hmm. Okay. Another way that would help is shown is through your body language.
Is that number 2, or is that
that's number 1?
That's number 1.
It's still on the being guarded. It's
okay.
Your body language. Because sometimes, and here's what that looks like when I say your body language. A lot of times, and I'm going to speak from a man's perspective, if a man walks up to a woman or he sees a woman, sometimes he might be having some fears of his own. So what we do a lot of times is we hope to have some type of, we look at your body language to see if it shows us some type of, almost like we're looking for your permission to say, it's okay to come up to me. I'm not going to bite your head off, And so we're looking for that in your body language before we speak to you, because we're trying to make sure that you're receiving people coming up to you and approaching you. Okay, so it can be in your body language. It also can come across if you have like an intimidating demeanor. And believe it or not, there are women that some guys just won't approach because they feel intimidated by how she's presenting herself. So
you're thinking it's confidence.
Yeah, you're thinking it's confidence, and we're thinking, whoa, she's got a strong personality, or, I don't know if I'm feeling that type of conversation today, So that can be preventing someone from approaching you as well.
Right. And that could also mean that you have that posture is because you could be afraid of you're putting that person on you, that personality on you, because you're really afraid to be vulnerable and to be seen.
Yeah. And another way that comes across being guarded is from a defensive posture. You can be very defensive, and that can repel people from wanting to approach you as well. And that usually, being defensive, usually somebody has approached you, and it's the way that you are conversing, the way you're responding. Or
not responding. Yeah.
So wow. So that's number 1. Okay. Number 2 is socially isolated.
That's our word.
Now, I got personal experience with that.
Me too.
I was there. So I know what that one looks like.
Me too.
Personally. But this is really like you want to be found by somebody. You want to be seen by somebody, but you're not putting yourself in a position to be seen.
You're not going out.
It's like the only person that's going to run up on you is going to be the person that you delivered food from.
Right. The food.
He's the one that's going to, hey, excuse me, how you doing?
Right. Or the Amazon guy or something. But but that's social isolation is, well, of course, y'all know that that's our cause. Yeah. But social isolation, like anything can happen. But this is the thing, because you could be socially isolated as we were in the house, and all things are possible. And you can say you decide, I don't want to go out and meet anybody. I'm going to do online dating. If the reason is that you have a spirit of fear of being seen, if you go on, say, online dating or even on social media, that spirit still comes across.
Yeah.
It still is still repelling people, even virtually. That's because the spirit is a spirit. And so you could still not be approached, even if you don't physically go out to, say, to brunch or to church or to wherever, go out and be social. And so, yeah.
Yeah. And the thing too is, even when you're out amongst other people, you're just not engaging.
Yeah.
You know, you see people and they're all around. They may be even conversing in different groups and so forth, in small groups, but you're just not participating. You're kind of standing office, almost like you're by yourself, watching everybody else participate and engage and interact with one another. But you're kind of like sitting there almost like you're waiting to go home.
You know, let me just say, I am guilty of that even now, especially I noticed that in the workplace for me. Like if I was, like, I work in an environment where it's predominantly men. I'm not going to tell you where I work, but it is predominantly men and men in uniform. And so if I was single, and it's not so much that I have the spirit of fear, but I am definitely of being seen. And I don't know. I don't know if that's, but my point is that there's always pockets of community engagement, of, socializing, whether it's in the conference room. I'm like, I'm gonna go to this meeting, I'm gonna sit here, and then I'm going back to my office. Like, I don't have I'm busy. I got work to do. That's always been my posture. It's always been my posture. Like, hey, bye-bye. Got stuff to do. That's always been, but that could be a problem. That could be a problem. And it could be that is, maybe you're fearful. Maybe I'm fearful that, because I'm blunt, I'm going to say the wrong thing. It could be that I'm going to say somebody say something, I'm going to respond in a negative way or in an ungodly way. It could be I'm trying to guard myself, or I'm trying to, I don't know what it is. I just know that I still have a part of being socially isolated. I still have that to some degree. Thank God it didn't cost me.
And it's funny because even with us being married, the thing now is, even when we isolate ourselves from other people, we're together. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So it's different,
that's a good point.
Because you're not still by yourself now. Now we're isolated.
We're
it's not
isolated.
You or me. It's we.
We are isolated. We do our own thing. Yeah. Like, it's like, and we are people. Like, we like people. Yeah. But yeah. So that's a big one. Like, if you're being socially isolated, you could, as at the point I made earlier, you could still be around people and have a spirit on you that you don't want to be bothered.
Right.
And you could be socially isolated in your own cocoon and literally be around a group of people. That's how I am. I'm around a group of people and I'm still on an island by myself. That's how I operate.
Number three is being shy. And what does shy looks like?
Fear.
Shy looks like you're not making eye contact. You're not initiating conversations. Even if there are people around, you may be sitting there waiting on somebody. You might even be telling yourself that you hope somebody come and speak to you, but you don't do the initiating.
You're not doing the inviting either. You're not making eye contact where you're inviting someone to even. That's a big shyness is huge fear. Mm-hmm. That is definitely fear.
And what shyness also looks like and how it comes across is even when someone approaches you, you're very short with your answers.
Yes. You have no conversation.
Yeah, you're very short. You're trying to give one word answers, or it's almost like you're trying to tell them, no, go away, don't bother me.
When actuality, you really want them. But it's like that's real. That's definitely fear.
Yeah. Yeah. Number 4 is you're not showing that you're available. Now, that's a good one, and I'm going to tell you why. It goes back to what I said earlier. Sometimes when men approach women, they look for a sign from you to say, I'm available. It's okay for you to approach me.
Right. They look for a signal because they're like, I wonder if she's single.
To say, it's okay. Come speak to me.
I'm approachable.
I'm human and I want someone to talk to me too, Right. And so we look for that. And sometimes what you do is the opposite. You basically present yourself as if you're not available.
Right.
Like you don't want anybody to come by and speak to you. You don't want to be bothered.
You pick up your phone. Yeah. You pick up something that's going to, you're going to pick up that. So you pick up something to distract you. You put, you keep your head down. You're just not available. It's not that you shy. It's that could be fear. It could be fear that's occupying your.
And here's something too. Now the phone is a big one because you can look across the room and see somebody look right there on their phone like they're real busy, but all they're doing is probably on social media, scrolling or something. But here's a big one when it comes to not showing that you're available. Say someone is walking up to you in your direction as if they're going to come over to you, and you kind of give them this look like you ain't even interested in them.
Turn your head or turn your back.
And it repels them right in mid-stride. And all of a sudden they kind of turn around or they veer off and go in another direction because they don't want to be embarrassed because they felt like you just told them, don't do it. Mm-hmm. Don't do it. So it's like, okay, I'm not going to go over there today.
And you say, I wonder why nobody don't approach me. Because you look at, and that not being available, this is also, a lot of you may probably, more than enough of you have said this, is that guys always think I'm already married.
What made them think that?
It could be you might have a ring on your finger. It could be your jewelry. It could be, but you present yourself like you're not available. Not, it could be the way you're dressing. You could be dressing like a old lady, like you just like, not to say you need to put on anything provocative, but you know what I mean? Right, you may want to dress a little more stylish and, but you present yourself like, you're a mama just coming out to the store. You're not available for conversation. I'm just coming here. Don't bother me.
Now, this one right here.
It's number 5.
Number 5 is going to be very, very personal to a lot of y'all. Why? Because we talk about God-Ordained Unions on this one. So number 5 is you're hiding behind your religion. Now, look, we all can agree that don't nobody judge more than Christians. So how does that come across? You're judging folks.
What church do you go to? Mm-hmm. Do you know any Bible scriptures? When were you baptized?
Look, I'm already married to the Lord.
I'm married to the Lord. Do you have a relationship with the Lord?
Yeah.
And that could be fear. It could be you don't want them to see. You're so arrogant in your faith that the vulnerable side of you, the human side of you, has no place.
Yeah.
And that is the part where that you really connect with someone. That's the part. You're showing humility. You're showing grace. You're showing vulnerability. That's where the connection starts to happen. The attraction and the connection starts to happen. But yeah, you could be hiding behind.
Yeah. And when you are hiding behind your religion, you comes across as being arrogant.
It's very arrogant. And at the end of the day, it's rooted. It probably is rooted in fear of really being seen.
Now, here's one that you hear people talk about a lot.
This is the last one.
This is the last one. This is number 6.
Oh, that was my issue.
This is the one that you hear people talk about a lot, and that is you're displaying your self-sufficiency, which means you coming across as you don't need anybody. You look,
you that independent woman.
I don't need nobody. I got my own. I do this. I got that. I'm this, that, and it's like, okay. There ain't no room in there for me.
Right. And we're not going to leave you men out either, because there's a lot of men, they come across as, I got this. I really don't need no woman. I already got this. I don't want no woman to take my peace, or if they not bringing me peace, and it's like they're in their independence.
And these type of men, here's what I've heard them say. And I believe is pretty common to hear them say this. And that is saying, I got everything. All I need is the woman to put in the house that I've already bought, that I've already furnished, so when she come in, she ain't got nothing to do but sit down.
And not disrupt my peace.
It ain't their home, it's his home.
Right.
He's got a life. He's just looking for somebody to put in there to say, okay, you're going to play this role in my play.
Yep. And that is definitely rooted in the spirit of fear to be seen. They want you to see them as what their material, what they got, but they don't want you to see their heart. They're afraid for you to see their heart. And it's the same with independent women. The one I was, we don't want you to see our weakness. We want to be the boss chick. We don't want you to see our vulnerability. We don't want you to, it's a fear. It's a spirit of fear. And you'd be surprised at how many people are hiding. They really don't want to be seen. They don't want, let me just say this, and y'all don't come for me in the comments. Let me tell you how bad it is. There's a lot of women hiding behind a wig. They're hiding. It's one thing to wear wigs and be fashionable. And, you wear a wig, you change your wig because that's part of your, your style. But there's people out here just wearing that one. It's like they don't want to be seen for their true, like their natural hair, or they're hiding behind. You know what I mean? It's like that. Some people are hiding behind glasses. Fear of really being seen. It really goes deep.
As you were describing that, I'm going to tell you what picture just came into my head.
What?
In the Bible, when it talked about people that were fasting used to appear. They used to put makeup and stuff on to try to appear as if they was fasting. Because they wanted to look like they were godly. But it wasn't in their heart. So that's what came to mind when you said hiding behind the wig. And I was thinking, wow, because of reading that in the Bible where it was saying, don't, dress up and try to appear as if you're fasting.
Yeah.
So that's what came to mind. So yeah, when people are trying to do that, then it's really that fear is personal. It's deep down in them. Because now they're trying to change their appearance. So people don't even want to, they don't find them attractive, so they don't approach them.
And that means that you don't find you attractive.
Right.
You're hiding behind something. You think there's
something about you that you think people can see. And it might be emotional. It might be inside you. but you think people can physically see it when they walk past you, and you're trying to hide it from them.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I think even with all of these, it all boils down to you don't want people to see the real you. You don't want to, and it really boils down to you don't like looking at the real you. You don't like looking at the real you. I hear a lot of people say, I can't watch myself on a video recording, or I don't like to see myself in pictures. And I mean, I know women, listen, I'd rather see myself on a video than to see myself on a photo. And, and so those are the fears that we put on ourselves, and we hide behind, not wanting to be seen. And so, listen, at the end of the day, I done put on so much weight, I can't hide. But there's so many people even hiding behind that and don't want to be seen and don't want people to really see. So you spend all of your time online dating because you really don't want somebody to see how you look. And, you're going to hide behind, the camera and it's really a big fear. So how do we break that?
Well, I got just a few. And there's many more, but this is just a few. Okay, the first one is, because we're talking about the spirit of fear, you have to ask for deliverance.
You need deliverance. You need deliverance.
So that's the official.
That's the official how you get rid of it.
That you do.
Yes.
You pray and ask God for deliverance.
Mm-hmm. And you renounce it. You denounce. You repent from it. So denouncing is that you're declaring that you got a spirit of fear, and that it is, you've hid behind whatever. You're standoffish or you're shy, whatever. Renouncing is saying, I no longer want to be attached to it. I break the covenant that I had with that spirit. I break the covenant with it. One of the things that I did when talking about being an independent, one of the things, and it was nothing but the grace God. I can't even take credit for this, but I remember, because I had a very booming business, nonprofit consultant, and I remember I started to take down that my brand right before Terrence came. I was taking it down. I was scaling back that business. I guess I knew in the spirit that my husband was coming, but I started to take it down. Because I was hiding behind that brand. And let me tell you how that looked. When Terrence and I started talking, I was going live on IG, because that was my platform. I was going on live on IG, and I never forget, Terrence showed up on my live and made a comment and said something like, hey, beautiful. And everybody on the live was like, oh my God. And I felt exposed.
She was so distracted.
I was so.
That I've never gotten on her lives again.
I felt, because I felt like that was my place to hide, safe haven. And it was at that point I knew this was a problem, because it was like, oh my God, he sees me. Oh my God. He saw a side of me. I was saying he saw a side of me that was very sure of myself, and I didn't want him to see that side. It was an issue. Yeah. But so you got to denounce it. You got to renounce it.
And you got to resist it.
And so, you got to resist it. And resisting, for social isolation, means that when you want to stay in the house, you may need to take that invitation from that coworker and go to the Christmas party. Yeah. So, and then you got to repent. Saying, So,
and then, so we got the deliverance out the way. There's two things you can do that is very, very, very simple to do. They're practical to do. One is you need to update your profile on all social media platforms that you partake in.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge. I mean, just even doing your profile on social media and showing your best self.
And that's important for so many reasons. But one of those reasons is because, from a man's perspective, we're physical creatures. And what you don't want to do is have a picture of you when you were 21 and you're 45. And when you see, you don't look nothing like the picture.
Right.
Because that right there will cause him to have an expression that will make you think he's unsatisfied with you. And all he's saying is, you don't look like the picture that I saw on your profile.
Right.
And he doesn't have the explanation why, but he can tell that you're older now, but you just never updated your profile picture.
Right.
So you definitely want to update all of that just for that reason alone. It's so when people see you, they see the person that they've been talking to or conversing with in the chat box or whatever. And the other thing I would tell you to do is, even when you're out, when you decide to go out, be interactive, engage, speak. More importantly, smile. So when people look at you, you don't look like you're ready to chew their head off.
And you invited them in. Yes. And that's even with going back to social media, engage in on comment on other people's profiles. Yeah. And then this is social media is a big test. If you're feeling like, I don't want to put no pictures up, or I don't want to take no pictures up because, I still want to lose 20 more pounds, that is an indication that you're hiding. Be you in all of your fullness, all of your beauty and your flaws. Be you, because that is what's going to attract and connect.
You don't know how unique God has made you. And if you don't show them who you really are, that might be the one thing that's preventing you from meeting the person that God has for you.
Yes.
And I'm saying that because y'all know we do our best to read as many comments that y'all put up. And a lot of you still don't have a picture.
A lot of you.
And to be looking for your God-ordained spouse,
or him, you want him to look for you,
or you want him to look for you,
and you don't have a picture,
and we are physical people, that's a problem.
That's a problem.
And the other thing is, knowing that God can do anything with anything, one thing that is for sure is that there's enough of you that some of you can find your soulmate right on the channel if you had a picture.
Yeah. And if you're engaging, and not just on our channel, but just, let me just say, because most of our analytics say that most of you are 45 and older. Most of you, well, between 40 and 55, most of you. If that is the case, which the analytics don't lie, you all should definitely have a Facebook profile. That Facebook profile should be active. There's one of our, and I'm not going to call her out, but there's one of our big supporters. She's in a private group. We met her personally. Her whole Facebook page, when I say beautiful, is nothing but personality. And I can emphatically say how she comes across on Facebook is how she is in person. And so, yes, you want to put yourself out there. And I know you might be feeling, I feel like I'm putting myself on display, and I mean, are you going to be on the altar? Are you going to go to the altar? Are you going to get married in front of people? Like, are you going to be visible on your wedding day?
Now, let me tell y'all something. I can laugh about this because I got mine, right? However, I have been off Facebook for so long that they sent me a message and said that they're going to discontinue my profile if I don't start engaging with folks.
They're going to deactivate it.
Like, what are you doing? You violate. You got to start interacting. So, yeah, you need to interact with some folks.
I'll be active for the both of y'all. I mean, for the both of us. So when you see anything that says God-Ordained Union or Terrence and Jill, it ain't him. Yeah. Even email, it ain't him.
It's probably 95% of the time it's her.
It's me. It is me. Now you might see he has a YouTube channel that we both comment when we're doing lives. So you might see Terrence's profile. But
I got a couple channels. But
yes, but he's
and I do that on purpose, so you know the two of us are there on different.
Right.
We're using
and I tell him, don't be searching sports and stuff on our God-Ordained Union channel, because that's not our target. And so, once you become business, it's like you got a target, like you go searching for things that are not, that's a whole nother subject. But the point is,
she's just like trying to put me out there.
No, but the point is that you got to engage, and you got to engage. You got to put yourself out there. You got to break that spirit of fear of being seen. You are beautiful. I promise you, your best self is the one that breaks out.
In your true self.
This is who I am. This is me. You either love me or hate me.
And believe it or not, there are more people that are looking for folks that says, look, this is just who I am.
This is me. This is me in my nappy hair. This is me in my glasses. This is just who. My sisters laugh at me because all of my sisters be done up. And it's like, I'm the plain Jane. And I embrace it. y'all know my story. In 2019, I went natural. I'm not putting this is me. This is who I attracted. This is what he loves. And way before, he didn't tell me to be like this. This is how he met me. So.
Yeah. That's how I am. I'm just simple.
And he'd rather me have braids.
For sure.
He'd rather that I wear braids. He loves when I wear my hair in 2 cornrows.
I do, because it's natural. It looks comfortable. And I like for her to be comfortable.
So, yeah. Your future spouse wants to see the authentic you.
Comfortable
you. That's when you're in that posture, that's how you attract your person. So drop some comments, y'all.
Tell us what you think.
Yeah.
Tell us if you felt like you've been in a situation of one of these and what you did about it.
Yep.
And what you're continuously doing about it.
Yes. And if you got them profiles up, you got work to do. Do it by the new year. Work on your Facebook page. Work on your profile.
And that is a good point, because we have told y'all, or we have mentioned in the past, how you can use, online dating to help research. But you can do that with all social media.
All social media is free.
Yeah.
It's free. And then once you get on there, then you can be creative and start doing little things and making creative videos and cooking videos and, whatever.
Look, what happens when you take that information and you find out that something you thought was a negative about yourself is what attracting the people that are attracted to you.
Yep. You be on there like,
change your whole perspective.
Yeah, you did a video, said, listen, I really can't cook, but I'm going to try. And then you get somebody that come in your DM, that's okay. I can cook for the both of us.
Hello. You'd be surprised.
You'd be surprised. But being you, we did a video on that. Mm-hmm. Being you, we'll put it up here. Being you. Being you,
not becoming,
but being who you are in your right now, and breaking that spirit of being seen. Lord,
embracing
who you are. That's where it happens.
Because when people see you and you look like you're having fun just being who you are, it makes them want to come over and say, hey, why are you having such a good day? Why are you in such a good mood?
Yeah, no, I'm attracted to your energy.
That's awesome.
Oh my God. I like, oh, what happened to you today? You must have got some good news. That's how it starts.
Yeah.
So, because let me just, before we end this video, before Terrence contacted me in my DM, he went through all of my pictures and all of my profile and all of that. He went through that.
On purpose.
He went through that.
And you want to know why? Because I wanted to read what she wrote about herself. I wanted to see if she was saying, I'm depressed, I'm this, or she was saying, I love where I am, I'm enjoying life, God has created me, blum, blum, blum. I wanted to know that, yeah, she was happy in her own skin.
Yes, and I've always had the posture of post-positive. Post-positive. I might comment an opinion here or there on other people's posts, but for the most part, when I'm posting on my profile and our profiles, we're posting positive. Posting positive. Yeah. I'm not doing no doom and gloom on our pages.
There ain't nothing more true than what people say about themselves.
It's just not. The joy of the Lord is our strength, and we can always find something good to talk about. So yes. So
yeah. So with that said, we look forward to seeing you guys in our next video.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.